What's going on? I'm KD Bo, and I'm here today for Be the Match. I'm going to introduce you to somebody super incredible in a moment, but I'm going to tell you a little bit about Be the Match. They are a national marrow donor program. They've got 22 million members that have willingly said, we're going to step up, we're going to help save a life. And I don't think that you really know the real benefit of the power of who you are until you actually do something like putting yourself in a position to save a life. And we're going to show you how to do that. I got something special for you a little later on. We're going to talk about that. But right now, let me introduce you to a brother I just met. Although, his choice in NFL teams is a little questionable. That's okay, though. He's still a good dude. Dorian is on with me. What's going on, brother?
How you doing today?
Dorian, I'm winning, man. All right, so you're 32 years old. And wait a minute. You're 33 years old.
33. Turned 33 this past December.
Oh, happy belated birthday. But man, I was when I looked at your pictures, I'm like, dude, like you look like you look like a linebacker to me. You look like a linebacker, but you actually played safety. But let's talk about your story a little bit. Tell me about when you were raised, what your aspirations were, etc.
Well, I was raised in New Orleans area. Grew up there all my life, born and raised, family still there. Right now, I currently reside in Houston, but following college at Louisiana Tech University, I moved on over to Houston for a job in engineering that I was fortunate to obtain, and I've been here since 2013. And although I was no longer playing sports, I was still active in my physical health and making sure I was getting my gains, as we say, in the gym and building up my muscles and keeping in shape. So I was working out 5 to 6 days a week. And then unfortunately, I started getting a pain in my right calf. As someone that's active in the gym, I just thought it was a muscle strain, a muscle spasm. So I was just popping Tylenol and drinking water, put a little ice on it and keep it moving. However, I woke up one day and that was June 21st and I was unable to put any type of pressure on my leg at all. So I rushed over to a local urgent care, and from that point, they did some blood work, looked at the results from that, and they came in the room and gave me some news that I was not expecting or prepared to hear. They told me that they believed that I was dealing with leukemia at the moment, but they couldn't properly diagnose me, so they needed to rush me over to the hospital immediately. I never came back home. I was rushed to a hospital. I spent a week in ICU before I was transitioned over to the oncology ward, where I spent another 4 weeks on chemo, trying to get everything under control. Fortunately, the pain in my leg turned out to be a blood clot, so that's how they were able to pinpoint my diagnosis. But if it had not been for that diagnosis, then I most likely would not be here right now due to the levels of the amounts of cells that I had in my blood at the moment.
Okay. It's amazing how you said that, and I think it's a blessing. And I want to go back to what you just said. You said, fortunately, you had a blood clot in your leg. And so sometimes we don't see negative situations as a positive thing. But the way you said it, I'm glad that they saw that because it led them to see something else, correct?
Exactly.
Yeah.
They were able to see that, and then I'm able to see today because they saw that on June 21st. So since then, it's been a avid thing for me to try to find the positives in every situation that I'm dealing with, every hurdle, every up and down, every speed bump. It gets rough mentally, it gets rough physically, but I'm doing my best to stay focused and pushing forward in this.
You are part of, you're on the Be the Match registry, which out of 22 million people, you would imagine that you would be able to find somebody. But the challenge with it is that of the 22 million people that are registered, only 1 million are black folks. And even as it relates to men, it's even less than that. So here's what I want to do with you today. It's very simple. All I'm asking you to do is find out, just register, be on the registry. Sign up for the registry. And it's simple. You can do it right now. You can text the word KD Bowe, one word, KD BOWE to 61474. Text KD BOWE to 61474. You do that, you get some information. Send it to them. They're gonna send you a kit in the mail. All you're gonna do is swab your cheek, right cheek, left cheek, put it back in the envelope or whatever, send it off. And now you're a part of the registry. Now you may not be a match, for Dorian, but you could be a match for somebody else. Because again, men, specifically black men, it is a challenge. Like we're not represented in this registry as much as we should. And what I'm offering you is an opportunity to save a life. Superman is not a myth. He's real. And you can be him. You can possibly save this man's life. And it's simple. Get on the registry, text the word KDBOWE to 61474 and just see. All right, Dorian, hey man, we love you, bruh. And hey, listen, I ain't trying to be funny, excuse me, but hey, I know where your loyalties are, I already know, whatever. I'm just saying, but go Falcons. Just saying, just saying, my man. Be the match. Thank you, you guys, for all that you do, and you can depend on us to continue to support you in whatever way we can. Any final words, Dorian?
Yes, just make sure to sign up, make sure to follow through on your actions. And also, I want to just extend your challenge further. I am a brother Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity. So everyone involved in the D9, the Greek organization, sign up. Challenge your chapter brothers. Challenge those that have come before you and afterwards to step out on faith, man. Help us out.
Love it, man. Love it. We'll see you soon, brother.